Welcome to the City of Florissant podcast, where we talk anything and everything related to the beautiful City of Florissant.
Hi, I'm Mayor Tim Lowry, and welcome to another edition of the Mayor's Podcast Show. With me today is Council President from Ward 3, Joe Eagan, who's also the President of the Society for the Florissant St. Patrick's Day Parade and Committee. Also with us is Patrick Mulcahy, the city's economic developer, and he's the Vice President of the committee. Gentlemen, welcome this morning, and I know we've got an exciting event to talk about, so thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us, Mayor.
Thanks for having us.
So the society, there's a little history here. The society, you guys incorporated this in 2020, I believe, correct?
True.
And then, of course, last year we actually had our first event, and it was such a success. How about we talk about what happened, some of the success that we had there, and what are we looking forward to in the second annual parade and festival?
So we did about 18 months worth of planning, Mayor, to get ready for last year's event, and we really had no idea what to expect going in. It was the inaugural event, and you just never know, especially in March with the weather. Weather's always a concern in March, and if people would turn out for this event. I can tell you this, when we made the turn onto St. Francis Street, I was absolutely blown away. Literally, it was a sea of green, 4 people deep, the entire mile of St. Francis. We ended up going down to the festival grounds, and I told my wife, if we get a handful of people show up, it'll be a success. And they just came in throngs. It looked as if Moses parted the Red Sea, and they came pouring in, and it was one of the most spectacular events I've ever been a part of. I know that the neighbor businesses such as Bunkers and BJ's and Amores and VFW had some of the best days they've ever had in their lives. So we're kind of hoping for a repeat performance this year.
I'll tell you what, it really was. It was a great day, great event. I mean, it was so neat to see so many people lined up on St. Francis Street and just see all the Irish traditions, because you guys had a lot of things going on, especially down at the festival grounds, from the Irish dancers and a bunch of things like that. You want to tell us what happened down there and what?
We got down to the festival grounds, and we had all sorts of vendors. We had over 40 vendors last year, and every one of our vendors wants to come back this year. They had a very successful day, but we also had things like we had the Irish dancers trying to bring some of the cultural heritage of the country into Florissant. We had 2 sets of Irish dancers. We also had Irish musicians playing, and then we had a band that kind of was more mainstream band that finished up the day down there. It was a fabulous event.
And of course, we do this on a Sunday.
Yes.
And I know this year's March the 12th. And what time's the parade start? And I think we have a run. So what are some of the events that we're going to look forward to this year to even make it even better than last year?
Sure. Yes, Mayor. So last year was a great success, and this year we want to do even better. And I think we're hoping to top last year's event, which was a fantastic time. So this year, again, we're going to have a 5K run, and that'll start down at the Shrine grounds, the Knights of Columbus. And something new this year, we're going to do a Leprechaun Dash. So that's for the young kids. Anybody 8 years and younger can still sign up for that. That will start at 8:50 a.m. And then after the Leprechaun Dash, we have our regular 5K run and also a walk if people don't want to run. And that starts at 9:15 a.m. at the Shrine. And it'll be a different route than last year. We changed it up a little bit. So this year it's going to start, like I said, at the Shrine. We go up St. Francis Street. You're going to make a right onto Jefferson Street, and then you're going to connect to Lafayette, go to St. Anthony, and this year we thought it was really cool to incorporate St. Patrick Lane, which is a street in Florissant. So you're going to go do the loop around St. Patrick Lane, go back to Lafayette, and then you will do a run down the hill at St. Francis with our historic St. Ferdinand Shrine in the background.
Very good. I know last year was very successful. I mean, how many runners did we have last year, and do we have a goal this year?
Last year we completely overshot our goal. We had 200 plus runners. I think even more than that because people were signing up the day of. And this year we're already, last I heard, we already have 150 plus signed up. So there's still room to sign up. Like last year, you'll get a medal. We have a new design this year we're very excited about, and you will also get a shirt.
Now, do you incorporate one of the running companies with the run, or do you guys do this yourself?
Yes, so we have a professional run company who helps set this up. They help set the route up. They help do the timing, where you wear the bib. Is that what the bib for the timing? and all your results will be online on the Run Company website when we're done.
Very neat. So, Joe, tell us about, I guess we're going to start off with the parade and then kind of take us all the way down to the grounds and what we're going to do down there.
Absolutely. So the parade's going to step off again at noon, and we'll step off again from Bangert Park. Last year, there was a little bit of room on Florissant Road, so if you didn't have a good seat, a good view last year, I suggest this year you move up to Florissant Road. And then it'll make the left onto St. Francis and go that 1 mile all the way down to Graham. This year, we're going to change the route up a little bit, and it's going to go the same route as the Valley of Flowers. We had a little bit of difficulty trying to get some of the bigger floats to turn onto St. Charles Street last year. So this year, we're going to turn them onto Graham there and then make the left back on right onto Washington, and it'll finish in front of the Knights of Columbus Duchesne Council grounds. Afterwards, we have the same thing. We have all sorts of activities for the kids. This is one event. One thing about this event is we are definitely kid-oriented and family-oriented, and so bring everyone from 8 to 80 and beyond. It's just going to be a great event for families and kids. We'll have music, we'll have food, we'll have all sorts of vendors. It's just, again, going to be a great time.
Very good. And like you said, great food. I mean, and obviously some green beer, I would assume.
There'll be adult beverages, as well as the Knights are working on obviously the Knights of Columbus had a huge devastating event this year with the floods. They're working on being able to serve corned beef and cabbage again. And this year we'll also have, burgers and stuff like that as we did last year. And again, this is going to culminate with some Irish music and some mainstream music as well. As
I recall last year, I mean, it was such a success that we actually ran out of food because it was so successful.
Last year ran out of food. I had 4 cans of beer left, as I understand. And a side note was, for the first time in history of this community, the VFW ran out of beer on a Sunday.
Wow, unbelievable. So we certainly brought a lot of people into Florissant.
A lot of people.
You know, I think we've talked about this, is we really are becoming a city of festivals.
We are.
And it just loves the fact that we can bring people to our city, show off what we have here to offer. And this is such a neat event and a one-day event that's going to be so successful. And just to bring people here to the city of Florissant, and certainly something for our residents to really enjoy.
And I hate to correct you a little bit there, Mayor, but it's really going to be a 2-day event.
Oh, 2-day event. Okay.
Because we're planning on Mass on the Grass. You want to talk about that a little bit, Pat?
Sure. Thanks, Joe.
I'm sorry, Mayor.
That's okay.
So yeah, it's the Valley of Shamrocks weekend. So it's going to actually be Saturday. We have the Luck of the Irish golf tournament again, which has been a great success, partnering with the Florissant Golf Club. And that will start at 9 a.m. at the Florissant Golf Club. And after that, as Mr. Eagan mentioned, we have the Mass in the Grass. We're still getting details on that ready, but we will make an announcement on the details for the Mass on the Grass to incorporate St. Patrick and the religious background of St. Patrick. And then we will have a block party in Old Town Florissant again at Hankey's Tavern to really kick off the weekend. To get everybody ready to go on Sunday.
So another thing is that I know that we always have a parade marshal for the parade, and it's just a great honor for someone to be the parade marshal. Who is the parade marshal this year, if you can disclose that?
Yes, Mayor. So we are very excited to announce that for the second annual parade, our parade marshal is Ron Scanlon from the VFW 4105. He's the post commander, and Ron was also the 2022 Florissant Veteran of the Year. And we are honored that Ron accepted our invitation, and we are very excited to have him lead our parade.
Very good. It couldn't be a better choice, I don't believe. So it really is a full weekend then. That is really exciting to hear that. Like I said, the golf tournament, if I remember last year, I tried to get into the golf tournament and it sold out.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's going to sell out fast again. So, Patrick, if people want to know anything about this event, where can they go? There's got to be a website, correct?
Yes. So the website is FlorissantStPatricksParade.com. And they can also find us on Facebook at Florissant St. Patrick's Parade and Festival. And those 2 sites, you'll be able to sign up for the parade. We're always looking for parade entries. Last year, we had a lot of people in the community sign up individually. They decorated their golf cart. We encourage you to do that again if you want to get in. Or if you're an Irish family and you want to march and get a banner with your family name, you're encouraged to do that as well. And on that website, like we mentioned earlier, you can also sign up for the run or the walk, and we'll also have information about the golf tournament and the full weekend once all those details are ready to go.
Very good. Joe, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Sure, I think that one thing we're bringing this year that is going to be a really cool addition to this festival is we're going to announce in the very near future a banner program where your family can purchase a banner and the family name will be displayed on St. Francis Street during the parade. And I think that's much like we do with the veterans, and I think it's going to be a really neat event to even make this a more personalized event.
I think that's great. Certainly the Lowry family will definitely purchase one of those. Absolutely. Gentlemen, thank you so much for working. I know you guys put a lot of time and effort into this, and we certainly appreciate it, bringing another festival here to the city of Florissant. So thank you for your time and effort, and certainly to your entire committee. We appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor.
This concludes another Mayor's Podcast Show. We are Florissant Strong. Thank you.